All right, welcome to another Wednesday Destress and Reset session with me, Exalted Grace. And it is vastly needed in this holiday season. We'll be talking today about the third I-Ching property idea, philosophy of and gene key number 3, which is chaos to innovation to innocence. I've definitely been feeling the chaos surrounding the holidays, and anyways, we'll talk about that after the meditation. Let's get into that part. So if you're new to this practice, put it on pause, check out the description, and make sure that you're good with all those contraindications, that you do not meet any of those requirements. If you do have any of those contraindications, please stay away from the breath retentions portion of the meditation. So, anything else I need to add here? No, I don't think so. So, get into your space, put on your headphones for maximum wonderful absorption of the vibes that I'm going to be sending out here, and the vibes of the music to breathe along with the beats. Let's switch this up and get that auto mix started here. There we go. And with a nice straight spine. Oh, get in there. We're here to relax and reset. Get nice and comfortable into your seat. If you want to lay down, get into the recline position. That is also welcome. You get nice and relaxed. And let go. Get nice and relaxed. Relax. And one more time in case you didn't catch it, relax. So, nice deep breaths. We're going to start by taking our awareness internally. In from the outside, back into ourselves from the outside. And nice deep breaths in, stretching down through that diaphragm. So nice deep belly breaths. So breathing into the stomach first and the chest last. The chest doesn't even have to move a whole lot, honestly, but it's very important to breathe into the belly. And exhale. The mudra for today, for today's teaching, is a mudra of innocence with your thumb, pointer, and middle fingers connected like this, like a triangle. And you can choose to use this throughout your meditation today, placed over the lower dantian, over the heart and crown, as you may see fit. Or you could just hold that in your lap, kind of like that. Nice deep breaths in and out, bringing awareness to your heart space. Breath in and out. With each and every inhale and exhale, really sinking into the full relaxation of the muscles in your body, fully relaxing and releasing with every exhale as much as humanly possible. On the inhale, noticing any tension, and on the exhale, with your awareness, releasing that tension with intention and the breath. Releasing the chaos, releasing that fear that arises from the feeling of chaos. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, following my voice, out. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, sinking into the beats of the music and out. In and out, 2, 3, 4. In, you can bring a Ujjayi type breath to this practice with a closed mouth. In, feel like you're breathing in from the lower throat and out. And out, 2, 3, 4. In and out, 2, 3, 4. In and out, 2, 3, 4. In and out, 2, 3, 4. In. Drop those shoulders down and back. In and out, 2, 3, 4. 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 In and out, relax, release, let go. In and out. In and out, 2, 3, 4. In and out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in and out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, innocence. Breathe out, fear. Breathe in, playfulness. Breathe out, chaos. Breathe in, breathe out, relax, release. Breathe in, breathe out, relax, release, let go. In and out. Breathe in, you can add a pelvic floor flex and release, relax. So breathe in, pulling up the pelvic floor muscles. Relax, release on the exhale. Breathing in this way will help drive the energy, and out, relax, release. Breathe in, that energetic pump. Out, relax, release. Breathe in. Breathe 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 out, relax, release. Breathing in, innocence and joy. Breathing out, chaos and fear. Breathe in. Breathe out, relax, release, let go. Breathe in. Breathe out, relax, release. Breathe in. Breathe out, relax, release. Breathe in. Breathe out, relax, release, let go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice deep breath in, holding at the top. Squeeze the facial muscles, squeeze the eyes shut, sending that pump of oxygen up to the brain, clearing the eyes, clearing the pineal gland. Relaxing and releasing whenever that feels complete. Relaxing easily into that exhale, hold. Incrementally relaxing from head to toe. Breathing whenever you can't hold it any longer and returning to the retention breath. Every time, relaxing the eyes back, relaxing the jaw, letting it part slightly, relaxing the throat and the neck, relaxing the shoulders down and back, relaxing the arms and hands, relaxing the chest, the lungs, relaxing the abdomen, soft. Everything feels soft and heavy, firmly rooted into the earth. Feeling that pull downwards. Pulling your awareness to your third eye space. Letting your gaze turn upwards internally and pull up and out from this area with your attention and intention. Letting the body rest. Feeling the purity of the vibration of innocence, of playfulness, the enlightening, lightning effect of innovation. Letting those words roll softly around in your brain in contemplation in this space. Whenever you feel that you can't hold your breath any longer, taking a nice deep inhale in, fully flexing out the diaphragm and the rib cage, holding at the top, flexing those pelvic floor muscles, pulling that energy up the spine and the microcosmic orbit down the front of the body to refill and reconnect. Feeling that vibration of innocence and light take hold in your mind, in your third eye space, calling in the vibration of innocence, relaxing and releasing into your normal breath whenever you feel complete. In and out, 2, 3, 4. In, feeling as though you're breathing from your lower throat. Out, you can give a slight hum. In and out, nice and deep. In, bringing all that nice energy and circulation to the throat. 3, 4. In and out. 2, 3, 4. In. If your body's calling for any movement, exhale, relax, and release. Flex into it. In. Stretch. Exhale, relax, release. In. Stretch. Exhale, relax, release. In. Exhale, relax, release, let go. In. And exhale, relax, release, let go. In. And exhale, relax, release, let go. In, letting that circulation fluidly exhale, relax, release, and travel to where it needs to go. Exhale, relax, release. In, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, relax, release, let go. In and out, relax, release any fear. In, breathing in, innovation. Exhale, releasing any fear holding you back. In and out, relax, release, release. In, opening to possibility. Exhale, relax, release any boundaries. In, relax, release into the truth. In and out, relax, release, feel that inner peace. In, relax, release, let go of any tension. In, relax, release, breathing in and out, relax, release. and out. Relax, release, in and out. Relax, release, breathing in, breathe out, relax, release, breathing in, innocence, letting it consume every cell. Breathing in that innocence and playfulness of creativity, possibility, of freedom. Relax, release what's holding you back. In and exhale, relax, release, let go. In, exhale, relax, release, breathe in, and exhale, relax, release, let go. In, fullness, completeness, exhale, relax, release. In and exhale, relax, release. Breathe in, nice deep breath in, holding at the top, squeezing those pelvic floor muscles, sending that energetic wave up the spine, all the way through all of those chakras, squeezing the eyes shut, sending that rush of circulation and energy to the third eye space. And then whenever that feels complete, releasing that into that exhale hold, letting that energy spiral down the front of the body, resting peacefully in that comfortable exhale hold, incrementally relaxing from head to toe, letting your body release into the sounds, into the waves. Relaxing from head to toe, relaxing the eyes back, relaxing the jaw, letting it part slightly, relaxing the throat, the neck, relaxing the shoulders down and back, relaxing the chest, the arms, hands, the abdomen, the hips, the legs, all the way down to the toes. Letting the body feel soft and heavy, rooted deeply down into the earth. Letting your inward gaze turn inwards and upwards to the third eye space, and pulling up and out with your attention and intention, pulling up and out from the third eye space, letting the body rest heavy. Letting the awareness float above you into the soul space. Whenever that feels complete and you can't hold your breath any longer, take a nice deep inhale in, fully and completely, squeezing those pelvic floor muscles, sending that energetic pump up the spine, into the third eye space, alighting. Feel into this energy and where it wants to go, where it wants you to send it. Does it want to go up, up, up into the cosmos, out of the crown of your head? Does it want to go down, back to the root, to the microcosmic orbit, and spiral back up the spine and down? When this feels complete, resting into your natural breath, nice and easy, still letting the body feel heavy. Turn your attention and awareness back to the third eye space, pulling up and out, sitting in this soul space. Feeling into this beautiful vibration that is surrounding you right now. This is your authentic vibration. This is your authentic vibration, made strong through your breath, through your attention, through your focus, through your calmness in your body. This is your authentic vibration. Knowing that you can come back here to this space, remembering that you are not the body, you are not the thoughts, you are not the emotions, you are the soul. You are a divine being of love, light, and power. You are one with God and one with all. You are one with all. Everything a reflection, everything connected. Calling in the vibration of innocence. Pure innocence. This is not an innocence of naivete. This is a deeper knowing of love and openness and joy. This is the elevated expression of innocence, of optimism, to our work, to our relationships, and we see that mirror of innocence through others, and the joy of innocence in the moment, the innocence of the flapping wings of a butterfly, that will last for only a moment, the glisten of a bead of dew on a newly opened flower, that glistening ray of sunshine on that bead of dew, that moment, that capture in your mind. Every single cell of it innocent and fleeting. There will never be a moment captured like any other. Every little flower, every little piece and particle of the world will never be seen again in the same light twice. Look on your world. Look on your world through the eyes of innocence, and knowing what a complete gift every single second can be. Every single little smile you catch in the day, a playful glance, an unexpected joke, a technical difficulty, or a trip, a folly, a vulture, all in innocence and jest. Silliness, playfulness, the light. At the center of the self, vibrating with this city of innocence, is love at its most pure, innocent form. Breathe in that vibration, these ideas, this contemplation, this feeling. Breathe in, call in that vibration of innocence. Let it consume your body, your mind, your cells. Breathe it in and let it soften you. Let it change you. Let it make you light. Let it sink in to those places of fear and darkness. Let that innocence and that playfulness Sink in, let that vibration sink into those dark places and help make them light. One more deep breath in. Letting the space rest, knowing that we can come back anytime. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, pulling your awareness back into your body. Pulling it back into your body. Take a nice deep breath in, letting your shoulders roll up and back, letting your arms stretch wide. Breathing in, let your head roll back, flex the spine, bring your arms overhead, stretching, feeling into the body, flexing the hands, pulsing those palm chakras, wiggling the feet. You might want to give your body a little slap down, bringing everything back and grounded. Welcoming yourself back to reality. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. I will continue to be here and chat about the gene keys, but if you'd like to leave now, want to go chill out after your meditation, please do. I'll be here. I will have this up on my YouTube channel, exaltedgrace.com. Donations are always thankfully accepted at Exalted Grace on Venmo. And is there anything else I can add? But let's continue. Let's continue with innocence. But first, let's dive into the beginning. The third gene key, the third I-Ching, is known as difficulty at the beginning. Difficulty at the beginning. The hexagram actually literally means water over thunder. Its programming partner is gene key 50, which is usually connected, but in like an opposite kind of way. So the gene key 50 is the shadow is corruption, the gift is equilibrium, and the city is harmony, in comparison with the shadow of chaos, the gift of innovation, and the city of innocence. The mudra that I showed at the beginning, this is the mudra of innocence. So thumbs, pointers, forefingers, middle fingers, sorry, these ones, the three. Those connected, this is something that you can use to bring that vibration of innocence back into a meditative moment and space. If you'd like to contemplate more on innocence, holding your hands in this mudra and doing some deep breaths in and floating through each of the positions. You can honestly play with this and feel into where this feels good for you to place this innocence into. So this gene key is part of the codon ring of life and death. Let's see, I wrote something else about this in here too. Where is it at? The central message of the ring of life and death is that the chaos of play is to be deeply trusted and revered. So, hold on to that tidbit for a minute. And we'll get into the translation of the third I-Ching. Pardon me, I thought that I had this pulled up already. And you can take innocent delight in seeing my confused facial expressions while I try to figure out where. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this reading of the Tao Te Ching is from a version on the public domain by J.H. MacDonald from 1996. This translation of the third gene key, or the third I-Ching, I don't know, this was like a hard one for me altogether. Like, I can dive into the vibration of these things, but contemplating them on a deeper level was it was a challenge for me this time. I don't have this gene key in my chart. It's not in my conscious or subconscious lines, so kind of makes sense, I guess, why it's like up here to me. So the translation for the I-Ching: if you overly esteem talented individuals, people will become overly competitive. If you overvalue possessions, people will begin to steal. Do not display your treasures, or people will become envious. The master leads by emptying people's minds, filling their bellies, weakening their ambitions, and making them become strong. Preferring simplicity and freedom from desires, avoiding the pitfalls of knowledge and wrong action. For those who practice not doing, everything will fall into place. So I can see some shadows of like a childlike nature within this translation of the third gene key. Simplicity and freedom from desires, emptying your mind of preconceived thoughts. I don't as much, I mean, I guess the top portion of the passage is helpful. Yeah, be humble, and yeah, just basically be humble. That's always like a good lesson to take. But yeah, this one wasn't as like blow me away as the first two I-Ching passages. I don't know, what do you think? There are many versions of the translations, though, I might add. So let us continue into the shadow. The shadow of this is chaos, as stated in the Gene Keys, which are a body of work from Richard Rudd. You can check him out online at genekeys.com. Lots of resources, classes. It's wonderful. It's great. Check it out. Books, lots of books. So the shadow of chaos. Chaos is about beginnings. Beginning anything can seem hard and unsteady because we are in unfamiliar territory, where fear and our primal defenses can sneak in. So you can think of that as anything. I'm sure most people are completely aware of what chaos feels like, especially at this time of year. Go to any department store, any store, restaurant, gas station, parking lot, it's chaos. And you can understand that feeling of fear that creeps in that way. It's not exactly related to the beginning of things, but it still holds that vibration of chaos, that vibration of fear, that the feeling that it elicits in most individuals, where it brings up our primal defenses, where we're kind of like looking over our shoulders and trying to make sure nobody's trying to like hit our cars in the parking lot or run into us with a shopping cart, or yeah, all of those things. And it can get really nasty, honestly, this time of year, especially if you get really primal with it and you start fighting over some product that's the last one on the shelf with someone else who's also wanting that. Never really could understand those things happening. But anyways, you can also bring that into, out of that kind of situation, bring it into a situation in your life where you're at the beginning of an endeavor. Think of like this cycle of creation. So you're creating something, and at the beginning, everything seems so, the world of it seems so wide, and you're like, oh my gosh, there's this over here, there's that over there. What do I do first? What steps do I take first? Where do I go? What do I do? How can I do this? Where should I start? There's that chaos of this unknown realm and space of area. And that it does bring up this kind of feeling of fear, and it can grip us. And it can be in a healthy way for us to make sure that we're being safe in new situations, in new endeavors, in new partnerships. But at the same time, you don't want to hold too unnecessarily to it. This trying to grip and control things. Really an underlying lesson here in these first 3 gene keys of detachment. And I didn't really realize that previous to starting this series, this meditation series, but I wonder how many more gene keys really have the underlying idea of detach, please, already. Detach from these ideas and let go and see what happens. And generally it's good. Follow your intuitions, follow the way that the universe is pulling you, and with a mindful sense, trust. So, yes, chaos. I see it in my mind. I use the, what do you call it? The mental picture, observation, the mental idea, allegory. I think it's an allegory of the river. You're flowing down the river, trying to flow, literally, and be in flow. Chaos to me feels like in that allegory, you're floating down the river, and all of a sudden you get hung up on a rock or a log, and you're like holding on to it. You're like, oh, okay, I'm like here, this is where I'm at, I'm here, this is chaotic, all this water's rushing past you, and all of a sudden like debris comes and starts like hitting you in the head, damaging you, making you feel worse. Whereas, yeah, and that makes it feel extra chaotic. Whereas if you were to let go of this control and continue to flow with the water in the river, that debris, those logs, could actually, instead of causing you pain and suffering, causing you suffering, they could actually help you along the way. Maybe you can like use one as a pillow and like, you know, post up on one and float with it instead of trying to work against it and letting it like batter you because you refuse to let go of control of this other piece of this thing that you think you need to hold on to. Always revisit the thought process of what do I really need? What do I really, yeah, what do I really need? What do I really need? Yeah. Anyways, okay. This is a fear of change, but without this step, there is no adaptation to survival. Sometimes, if we don't experience that fear and continue to just pretend that this chaos that we're in is like okay, it's not going to push us into adapting and seeing where we need to make changes to make this flow more suitable for where we are in the river right now. Got it? Got it? Good. Okay. Fear can also be a driving force, showing us exactly how we need to change in order for our utmost health. Interestingly enough, this next part was a little shocking to me, but it really it really makes sense. So the repressive nature of chaos in the body, according to the Gene Keys text, is being anal retentive, because whenever we experience fear, it activates that subtle internal retention within us. So being overly fearful can cause this lack of circulation in that area, this void, this internal tension that a lot of us probably don't even know that we're holding. We don't pay attention to that generally, or, you know, it makes you feel awkward and uncomfortable, so you try not to think about it. But that is also another reason why, while doing the meditation, it can be really therapeutic and helpful to flex the pelvic floor muscles and flex those muscles on the inhale and releasing on the exhale, because it brings this somatic sense, this mind-body connection to that area of your body that you probably don't pay attention to on a regular basis, but it's much needed, especially as we grow older and muscular tone declines. So do your tensions and release. The reactive nature of chaos, basically you're pushing against it. You're trying to, not make sure that you're not trying to say that it's not happening, but you're also not trying to change anything about it. You're just getting mad that it's happening. And this comes out as rage, aggression. You could probably throw passive aggressive aggression in there, that internal push down and rage. If you're experiencing chaos in your life, if you're experiencing things that are making you feel uncomfortable, it is a sign for you to change something. It could be little, it could be small. You can try many different things to see what works for you, but try something, because you deserve to be happy and not full of rage and aggression. Anyways, so whenever we let go of this feeling of fear with this state of chaos, we can grow into these innovative spaces, this space of creation, because in this beginning state where everything's flying around like crazy, this lightning storm that's happening, if we can remove our fear and see what we need to do, see what we need to access, it can be this incredible lightning strike of genius. Like these different circumstances that you have not been in or around or happening to you right now, and they can bring out and elicit these ideas that you have never been able to access because you've never been in this place. So it can push you into these spaces of immense creation and innovation. And the more that you can release and let go, the more innovative that you can be. Think of MacGyver. I grew up in the 80s. I know I look very young, but I grew up with the original MacGyver. I haven't watched the new one. I don't really watch TV very much, but original MacGyver, if you don't know who that is, it was this, actually I don't know, was he a private investigator? He always get himself in these pickles, and he would have to like save himself or someone else with just what was around him. Very chaotic situation, and then he would end up like making these little ridiculous creations to like save the day. And I think that's a perfect allegory for this innovation, this gift that can come from chaos, of taking what you can from this new extreme situation, these circumstances that you're in, and making the best of them. And then, okay, I have my notes here, I make these little things every week to make sure I haven't missed anything that I thought of previously from my rant that I'm going on right now. So once you have escaped the fear mentality, innovation thrives on optimism, not the optimism of hope, but the dynamic energy at the heart of creation. Integrally connected to cooperation and synthesization. So this cooperation and synthesization, it's this melding together of these circumstances and these things that you've never been around before, this newness. And if you can keep with that optimism of acceptance, of higher vibrational awareness, of growth mentality. There was another quote in the book, in this passage too, that said that if you are not transcending, you are dying. We are human. We are meant to adapt and rise above. Our brains are meant to be able to do that, to be creatures of adaptation and make better from the pickles and situations that we've been in, and create these things that help us survive and thrive. So if you can keep with that optimization, hold on here. Optimization, different things. It's interesting. They're very similar words. Optimism, optimization. If you can keep with that, you can peek into this city and vibration of innocence. And this state of innocence doesn't always need to be accessed from this cycle of chaos, creation, innovation, innocence. It can be vibrated throughout. I mean, everything is a cycle, honestly. But anyways, you are at this point taking the barriers away from the work that you're doing, the creation that you're creating. You're taking the barriers away and letting it grow organically. You're letting it play within its realm. You're letting it play within your mind, within your body, within your contemplations. You're taking it lightly and you're letting it grow. Explore, experiment, and play. Back again to the central message of the ring of life and death is that the chaos of play is to be deeply trusted and revered. The chaos of play. And he talks a lot about looking at the picture idea of like just watching children play, and it looks like utter chaos sometimes, but they're having so much fun creating games, creating worlds, creating stories that are just, I mean, sometimes literally insane. To us, it's insane. To them, it's pure innocent joy. They are working within no boundaries and just innovating, letting these things just roll off the top of their head. There's like no filter on their tongues, and they are just living life at its fullest in these states of play. And it's so refreshing, isn't it? Sometimes, if you can look beyond the chaos. Our only real job is to let go of seriousness and find delight in every exquisite jewel that life places before us. And that is kind of what I was going into and mentioning in the meditation. Seeing these perspectives, these exquisite jewels that get put before our very eyes if we choose to see them every day. The rays of sunshine bursting through the leaves of a tree that light just one spot that just happens to have a flower on it with a butterfly and this glistening, beautiful thing. And that moment, that picture that you've captured with your mind and your memory and your heart will never be again. The pure, exquisite jewels of existence, that innocence that is fleeting. It's my favorite. I see it all the time in bubbles, in light, in the creations of God, in plants, animals, in the wind. It can all speak to you if you choose to listen. Very beautiful, innocent ways. And if you let it, it can enliven your optimism and your innovation and your playfulness and help you feel a little bit more light and fulfilled. So, with that, I will conclude my dissertation on the third gene key and city. Thank you so much for listening to my ramblings, my meditation time. Thank you for letting me lead you. Thank you for your presence here. Thank you for your journey of transcendence, because if you're here, you are trying to do the work, and that's what counts. Just trying, you're doing it, we're doing it. Let's help other people doing it by spreading the word and sharing Sharing is caring. Share, like, subscribe. Yeah. So I'll see you next week. Be on to Gene Key number 4. One of my personal favorites. It's in my profile. And yeah. Leave me a comment if you have any questions, if you like the meditation, if you would rather me do the chatty portion before the meditation, or if you like it after the meditation. Tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like, tell me if you'd rather me do this another day or time, tell me if you would want me to do this in person, because I have been gearing up towards that, but at the same time, I kind of like to be at home in my pajamas by 7 o'clock. That's my favorite. But if I get the call, I will definitely answer, because I know it's a little different in person, and community is important, and getting people together that like to do like things and being able to talk to them in real life with people is far superior than doing stuff online. Never forget it. So this is Exalted Grace at exaltedgrace.com, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Check out my other videos. They'll probably be linked right in these areas at some point in time. My past meditations of the series 1 and 2. This is 3. And if you want more information about Soma Breath, I also have a masterclass video, and there's also a link on my website that has lots and lots of scientific information and the mystical version of pranayama and the stories of Soma from the Rig Vedas. Okay, good night, goodbye, have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, week, all of that and above.